So today I'm going to talk about GenAI for Web3. I think a lot of people heard about recent topics about how we can capture the market transitions, how we can do for the innovations to the Web3 industry. So I'm the solution architecture head of the in Amazon, and I'm taking care of almost of 20 or to 30 of the top central exchange customers on the global. So we have a lot of engagement with a lot of startups because a lot of Web3 startups are building up the infrastructure using AWS. So, okay, so let's see how we can get together with the three topics with Web3, GenAI, and how we can fit together. Then you can see that nowadays a lot of Web3 customers are thinking how they can, for example, to expand their market, how they can do the innovations, how can they leverage the technologies to build up. And for the last 2 years, we see a lot of startups, a lot of the top customers, market makers, and some of the brokerage, they are using Web3 and using the GenAI trying to empower their technology and how they can expand this is the three circles. We can see Web3 and GenAI and digital economy are interconnected with each other. And this is another use cases I want to list out. So this one has a lot of modernization because we see a lot of transitions from traditional company, financial institutions are doing Web3 payments. And if you heard a lot yesterday, a lot of people, like including our VIP customers, are talking about how you can using the traditional payments using stablecoin and how we can have the Web3 ecosystem to expand to the massive adoption. And another one is that we have to see a lot of tremendous enhancement for the Web3, for like to enhance the financial and digital benefits to distribute a world. And from Amazon perspective, we have seen a fast booming of the company. We have seen a lot of top exchange customers. They are adopting GenAI very quickly. It's far beyond our imagination. For example, I will give you some examples. So today I'm going to talk about two perspectives. One is AI for Web3. Another is Web3 for AI. This is the coin has two aspects. For the AI for Web3, because we have seen a lot of Web3 customers that are trying to adopt scenarios like traditional, like customer services, chatbot. They're using sentimental analysis to capture the market signals and using the signals to make a quick decision. And they can use large language models to capture those market sentimentals, combined with the signals to adapt quickly to the market. Another perspective is a lot of the Web3 customers, they're using, for example, the large language model to train their data sets, to speed up their the developer team, to using AI ops to speed up their new products innovation to go to the market. And another way is Web3 for AI, how we can use Web3 to benefit for the AI. Because AI uses a lot of the closed sourcing or open source models, they require a mass of the data. And they can have the data to trying to, for example, to how we can build up the ecosystem. So Web3 presents the opportunities to accelerate the AI developments. And they have to build up a lot of the innovation built up on the Web3. For example, we can using blockchain technology to tag the labels for the data and how we can leverage to crowdsourcing to benefits the massive adoption for the data and how we can build up the high quality data for the large language model training. So I'm going to talk a little about these two perspectives. The first is AI helps how AI helps the Web3. That's the 6 scenarios we are seeing right now. For example, one of the most top customers, they have hosted their own GPUs on AWS Cloud. They're trying to build up the self-built models like using DeepSeek, like Cloud, build up on Amazon Bedrock, and using, for example, like our Nova production for the KYC scenario. So this is because traditionally you have to leverage a lot of traditional vendors. But nowadays, you can put your data in your sovereignty and put on our Amazon VPC and train these data and keep this as more like a data privacy. And they can give you a lot of control how you can manipulate these data. And so those customers are trying to, for example, using, for example, the traditionally like recognition. Right now they can use a large language model, multi-models built up on the Nova on cloud. And also you can using, for example, the cloud 3.5 to speed up their GenAI development for the customers. And another way is we have seen a lot of market makers. They are trying to capture the macro signals. They're using generated contents using the large language model. And they can increasing the personalization because everyone we can see right now, they have a lot of benefits to capture how we can capture them with the customer needs and how we can feed the customer needs to feed into the larger language model. And they can customize the contents for each of the investors, including our end customers or institutions. And another one is AI can enhance the intelligence on the chain. For example, right now we see a lot of booming on the Solana, on the Tron ecosystem, and also for example, in the Tom. We have seen a lot of tremendous growth, build up startups using the AI technologies. For example, to do a deep dive of the data analysis on the Web3 blockchain. And we see actually Amazon has built up a lot of best practice and a solution designs for those customers. We have leveraged, for example, a large language model to customize the Web3 version and how we can build up the versions, build up on the cloud, and to get a lot of customers easy access to the platform. This platform is called Bedrock. I will introduce later. And another one is strengthening developments. Because Web3 is very fast growth, and a lot of customers control a very small team. But how we can leverage this small talented team? So this lot of customers are using GenAI for their autopilots. They can use co-pilots for their generated code to do code review, and they can do this for their risk control and control their data privacy and keep it as the most reliable and also the most resilience. So this is some of the things. So from another perspective, we will see how Web3 can use in GenAI use cases. You know that right nowadays we have a lot of Web3 is naturally decentralized. And AI is more like data has the data to ingest a lot of infrastructure. So this is why this can provide a lot of the model integrity. So lots of our customers are seeking us to using blockchain to track their data and keep the data is most high available. And this another ones is a lot of Web3 using AIGC to generate the contents, generate images, and even generate the videos for their community. For example, one of our top customers, they are using AIs to facilitate for example, the sentimental analysis, and they can using to generate the contents to their square, to their community. So this is the one thing we can see a lot of scenarios are going on. So here I want to share one of the case from my team. And this is publicly available and has been well known by a lot of US customers. So Crypto.com is a well-known customer. Right now has a very big market donation as compared to the Coinbase. They have using Amazon technologies to deliver accurate sentimental analysis. So in the behind, the Crypto.com has using Bedrocks to access different models. They're using Llama 4, they're using Cloud 3.5 and 3.7. And on the other hand, you have the self-build up for their using, for example, like other public access to the DeepSeek, for example. So they're using different models trying to capture the market contents and give it a judgment. So in the behind, they leverage the methods of using MOE, mixture of the experts. They treat different large language model as different experts. And I'm trying to using how they can give the better inputs and give an output. For the output perspective, they leverage at least 3 models to give a judgment. If the judgment with 2 of the 3 are correct, they can give the most accurate output to the decision makers. They can use this news to feed to the customers, to the students, and also they can adopt. They can use this the market to how can do a transaction, for example, like decision makers to make a better execution on their trading. So I think this is one of the typical model that a lot of the central exchange customers are using. And also a lot of the market makers, they are using the GPU to train their data. So right now, the crypto.com is still trying to advance to give you a most state-of-the-art of the models. They train their own data and give the data to them. So thanks to the crypto.com, they have given a lot of very, very valuable insights. If you can log into the crypto.com application, you will see a lot of news. It's not generated by a human, it's generated by a machine. And it's very high quality. I've seen that before. So this is you can try it anytime for if you like. So in the large, I just want to capture what we have seen today, because GenAI building is Amazon has been in the Web3 market for at least 8 to 10 years. We have been actually contributed most of the company growth from 0 to 1 to from 1 to 100. So right now we have most of the top 20 central exchange customers. Their backend infrastructure are run on Amazon. So thanks to the Amazon reliability and resilience and security, we're trying to help them to do not just to secure their infrastructure, build up the solutions, but we want to leverage the GenAI trying to facilitate their innovation and trying to give you most of the ideas that from the traditional fintech, from startup, from the GenAI area, and also trying to attract a lot of ecosystem. So I think, for my opinion, Amazon has built a large ecosystem to using Amazon tech stacks to enable this Web3. So we have a lot of customers' Web3 solutions. We have run our own blockchain nodes. We have the blockchain data analysis built up on Amazon cloud stack. And also we have a lot of core computing infrastructure can adapt to the Solana, give you most of the state-of-the-art of the performance. And also, in the same time, we can cut down of your cost. We'll do a lot of cost optimization for your company. And then we have to using a lot of leverage, a lot of experience, best practice. So I lead a team of the solution architect around 30 people across Singapore and Hong Kong. We are serving a lot of customers. We have seen most of the cases arising. And also, in the later half of this, we have lots of this is 3 layers of Amazon trying to do right now. We have invested $100 billion for the AI stack. We're not just buying GPUs. We have still built GPUs using training and inference. And also we have trying to using a model access to the different bedrocks. We build up bedrocks to give you most choices of portfolio of different models, including open source, closed source. For example, like Cloud, like Llama, like Mistral. Like right now we have a lot of use cases in the DeepSeek. And also we have a lot of cases we have built up trying to give you most solutions for those large language model. So in the bar, we have the Amazon Q. It's more like autopilot. It can give you a lot of access to the business insights. And you can use Amazon Q to do a lot of in-house tooling. For example, to speed up your developer and give you a most quick side to the business intelligence. And you can leverage the data. Some of the customers are happy to see we are using Amazon Q, trying to, for example, to analyze the data on the cloud and also on the chain. So this is something we want to see in the next maybe 2 to 3 years. We will have still committed to innovation in this area. So thank you for your time. I think it's very hot. I'm going to keep sweating, but I'm very energetic. If you have any time, we have a booth on the first stage. If you have, you can give it to, we can have more discussions. Thank you.